Deep-fried foods such as French fries, fried chicken, onion rings, and donuts are undeniably popular and often considered comfort foods. Their crispy texture and rich flavor appeal to many, but beneath the surface, these foods harbor numerous health risks that can have serious long-term consequences. Consumed regularly, deep-fried foods significantly increase the risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and various forms of cancer. This is not merely due to their high-calorie content, but also because of the dangerous compounds and fats formed during the frying process. One of the most damaging aspects of deep-fried foods is the presence of trans fats, which can be either artificially added through hydrogenated oils or formed during the repeated heating of cooking oil. Trans fats are widely recognized as one of the worst types of fats for human health. They raise levels of LDL, bad cholesterol, while lowering HDL, good cholesterol, creating a lipid imbalance that accelerates the formation of plaque in the arteries. This arterial plaque buildup narrows blood vessels, leading to atherosclerosis, which in turn increases the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and peripheral artery disease. Even small amounts of trans fats consumed regularly can lead to substantial health deterioration over time. Another hazardous compound found in many deep-fried foods is acrylamide, a chemical that forms in carbohydrate-rich foods when cooked at high temperatures, particularly through frying. Acrylamide is not added intentionally, but develops as a byproduct of the Maillard reaction, the chemical interaction between sugars and amino acids responsible for the golden brown color and crispiness of fried food. While this might enhance flavor and appearance, the health implications are deeply concerning. Acrylamide has been classified by the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, as a probable human carcinogen. Animal studies have consistently shown that exposure to acrylamide increases the risk of several cancers, and while human studies are ongoing, the evidence points strongly toward a similar risk in people who consume fried foods regularly. French fries and potato chips, in particular, are among the highest dietary sources of acrylamide. Beyond carcinogenic risks, deep-fried foods are calorically dense and often provide little to no nutritional value. A small portion of fried chicken or fries can contain hundreds of calories, most of which come from unhealthy fats and refined carbohydrates. Because these foods are low in fiber and protein relative to their calorie load, they do little to promote satiety. This often leads to overeating, weight gain, and eventually obesity. Obesity itself is a chronic condition that increases the risk of nearly every major non-communicable disease, from diabetes and heart disease to joint disorders and certain types of cancer. The ease with which deep-fried foods can cause weight gain makes them especially dangerous in a food environment already filled with high-calorie, low-nutrient options. Digestive health also suffers when deep-fried foods are a regular part of the diet. The heavy, greasy nature of these meals can slow down the digestive process, leading to bloating, acid reflux, and gastrointestinal discomfort. For individuals with pre-existing conditions such as gallbladder issues or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, fried foods can significantly worsen symptoms. Over time, the chronic strain placed on the digestive system by consistently consuming greasy meals can impair nutrient absorption and alter gut microbiota in ways that promote inflammation and metabolic dysfunction. The oils used in deep frying, particularly when reused multiple times in commercial kitchens, become oxidized and degraded, producing toxic compounds such as aldehydes and lipid peroxides. These byproducts of oil breakdown have been associated with oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are central mechanisms in the development of chronic diseases, including cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative disorders, and some cancers. Repeated consumption of foods fried in degraded oils introduces these toxic compounds into the body on a regular basis, burdening organs like the liver, kidneys, and heart with harmful oxidative stress. There is also a strong association between frequent consumption of fried foods and type 2 diabetes. This link is due not only to the excessive calorie and fat intake, but also to the promotion of insulin resistance, a condition where the body's cells become less responsive to insulin, leading to elevated blood sugar levels. Over time, this can develop into full-blown diabetes, with all of its associated complications, including vision loss, kidney failure, nerve damage, and increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Studies have found that individuals who consume fried foods more than 4 times a week have a substantially higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who consume them rarely or never. Moreover, fried foods are often part of meals that are poor in other nutrients. Fast food meals centered around fried items are typically low in fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, and high in refined sugars and sodium. This imbalance contributes to a diet that not only promotes disease but also fails to provide the building blocks necessary for repair, detoxification, and optimal functioning of the body. The cumulative effect is a kind of nutritional impoverishment that increases vulnerability to illness and impairs overall health resilience. In conclusion, deep-fried foods are among the most harmful items in the modern diet when consumed regularly. The combination of trans fats, acrylamide, oxidized oils, and excessive calories creates a perfect storm for chronic disease development. Their negative impact is not limited to weight gain or heart health, but extends to nearly every system in the body, from metabolic processes to cancer risk to gut health. While occasional indulgence might not cause immediate harm, regular or habitual consumption should be regarded as a serious health threat. Avoiding deep-fried foods or replacing them with healthier cooking methods such as baking, grilling, or steaming can dramatically reduce these risks and promote a longer, healthier life.